Yeah, 911, I need help. I need help. 911, I need help. I need help. I'ma take my lick. I'm built for this. I did it brick by brick. Been here before. I need medicine. These drugs not helping me. Withdrawals from your love got me feeling sick. I put you on, you pushed me off, so I wouldn't benefit. Look, I gave you the game. You still didn't play it right. You went left and broke the code. That's called cheating, right? Phone ring and say unknown. Should I pick up? No, I'ma keep the same energy if I see her. Part of my defense is just my mechanism. I'm so fucked up with this trust and it's fucking with me. Plus it make it hard to love, but ain't nothing easy. You see that wall, just climb on up if you coming with me. 911, I need help. Searching all on Google and I still can't find no help. Went up in the pharmacy, one shit up on the shelf. Doctor, can you help? 911, I need help. Searching all on Google and I still can't find no help. When up in the pharmacy, one shit up on the shelf. Doctor, can you help? Taking these meds, ain't none of them working. Thinking about taking the ad, can't fuck with them Perkins. Doctor like, what are your habits? I'm getting all nervous. Just take a look at my heart, it's out of service. You said that you wasn't gon' use me, treating me like I'm useless. Stacey Dash acting clueless. But look, part of my defense is just my mechanism. I'm so fucked up with this trust and it's fucking with me. Plus it make it hard to love, but ain't nothing easy. You see that wall, just climb on up if you coming with me. 911, I need help. Searching all on Google and I still can't find no help. Went up in the pharmacy, one shit up on the shelf. Doctor, can you help? 911, I need help. Searching all on Google and I still can't find no help. Went up in the pharmacy, one shit up on the shelf. Doctor, can you help? 911, I need help. I need help. 911, I need help. I need help. 911, I need help. I need help. 911, I need help.
All right.
I'm trying to figure out where you be getting these songs from, because that was pretty good. I like that.
Yes, ma'am. It's local artists that I've taken a collection of their music, and I try to, get them love by playing them before we start. Man, what's good,
Yeah,
y'all?
it was sliding.
Yeah, I like that. All the shooting, made me nervous for a second now. Like, hold on now. I know I ain't in the hood.
We got to be dramatic. I got to be a little dramatic.
I was about to like, hold on now. I know I ain't in the hood no more. Well, I am Ivy. So we didn't see y'all last week, but I'm Ivy. And I think we have Shay and Ricky. And yeah, I think D will be coming. Hold on, who's Belle coming in later though, right? I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm
Anyway,
assuming. I'm standing in for him. Shady Will, y'all. What's good? What's good?
okay.
What's happening,
Well,
y'all? It's your boy Rick, not the trick. What's going on?
Doctor Who?
Okay,
Not the
we got
trick.
the trick. Hey,
Hey there.
Rick ain't tricking.
No, we ain't tricking around here. It's
You
been a little bit,
said,
but we ain't tricking.
not today.
oh, okay. We that's so. I guess we can dive in. Oh, it's Shay. Shay, you didn't introduce yourself, Shay.
I did. You kind of talking. It's okay. Hey,
Girl.
Shay here. Hey.
My bad, honey buns. I guess we can dive into the topics that we have today. One in particular is like really sensitive in nature. So I think we probably would. Y'all want to end on that one, the whole Kanye situation? Or y'all want to talk about that one first?
I'm down to dive in for whatever y'all want to talk about.
Okay, we'll leave that one last. Let people think about something. Okay, so let's talk about Kevin Gates.
Mm.
I think my boy crashing out. Uh, did y'all see what he said?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually just put the graphic up there for us to see it.
Okay, what did he say? Lord, I ain't got my glasses on.
Well, I can tell y'all what he said. He said that he responded to he made a comment concerning that LeBron James' wife doesn't show him enough admiration. So what LeBron
Mm,
did, you know, on his side, he just kind of posted. They say without saying his name, I guess subtly saying, you know, LeBron posted, "Kings don't concern themselves with the opinions of peasants."
mm, mm.
Strong words.
They are. Now, I love me some Kevin Gates. I've always been a Kevin Gates fan. I always have. I do feel like he's losing his mind. Speaking on other people's wives and things like that. He's usually one of those. He don't speak negative on like other people's wives, but ever since it seemed like him and his wife ain't on good terms, he been doing the most. I don't know. I feel like he crashing out, and I don't really like. I didn't like what he said. I kind of feel like that was very disrespectful. They've been together. How long they been married?
For a long time, definitely.
20 over
Yeah.
about at least 20 years, I believe. He got married to her like his second year in the league. They got married, and so he's been in the league 21 years. So it's around the 20-year mark.
Dang. Yeah. That's a long time. She see that nigga enough. Like I don't. Which what you want them to, what you want her to do? Like just, you know, dive into him every time she sees him. She does probably sure she does that at home. I would. LeBron cute. I would.
Oh my God! Look, that ain't Kevin first time. You know, you remember he spoke on the situation about Beyonce. You know, when he was doing an interview. I don't know how long ago was that. You remember Rick?
Yeah, I believe I do remember him speaking about Beyonce as well.
Now I thought
What
that one
happened with
was
that?
probably that was inappropriate. The other one.
Yeah, Kevin been wilding for a long time, man. Even back when him and his, I guess his estranged wife Drika talking about him drinking her pee, and also Kevin talking about he done started somebody's car by touching their battery. You know, it also say he used to have sex with his cousins. So
Oh wow.
That's a
Kev been
ain't that a
wilding.
southern thing? Ain't that a I don't know.
No,
I've heard that.
not at all.
I've heard that before. I ain't
Th- That's a
hey,
southern.
I
That's
heard
a southern.
that.
That's a southern thing for people who are pale, not us.
Yeah, it's not.
Mm.
I don't think it's a southern thing either. I have to piggyback off Rick with that.
It ain't us. It ain't us. It ain't
Nah,
me. It
nah,
ain't me. But
nah, nah. That's unacceptable right there.
What I
I
missed,
love
I had lost connection. What I missed?
talk about Kevin Gates and him wilding out when it came to you know like he's apparently he's separated from Drika. He been crashing out. You think he been crashing out?
No, he been
Oh,
crashing out even when he was with Drika. I mean,
yeah, I about to say he was crashed out before they even
yeah.
split.
But Kevin is just Kevin. Kevin literally is just dramatic for no particular reason. He just likes hearing himself talk. So he just talks shit. Like I see that. But this I kind of feel was a little disrespectful. Like, ooh, the snow bunnies are looking at at him better than you looking at your man. You don't know what the them folks could have probably he probably could just bent her over.
Well, in this situation,
You know.
I'm not defending Kevin, but I thought it was a little bit more PG. You know, because but then again, I may not know all the information, but he was just saying like he felt like that LeBron's wife don't show him, you know, like enough, I guess, admiration. I don't see that being, you know, I think that's really harmless compared to what he's done in the past. This is my opinion.
No, that is true. That is true. I think him speaking on the type of admiration that somebody else's wife shows him. She's at most of his games. You see the way she looks at him and how he looks at her. they've been together for a very long time. Of course, you see the little white girls on the sideline with the googly eyes towards him and stuff like that because they would love nothing but to bring a LeBron James into the world. Nothing more than LeBron James to mess with them and create another LeBron James. But let's just be real. It's guns and butter, like your boy say. It's real stuff and it's fake stuff. What he got with his wife obviously is something very real. She's been holding him down for a very long time.
Very long time. Don't they
And
got a
she,
son in
Very.
the NBA too? Like,
Yeah. Yep. They got a son that played for the Lakers, and they got another one coming up, and they got a daughter as well.
and
yeah.
she's gorgeous. So it's like, listen, she likes it where she like he look like he's taking well care of her. She looks amazing. So
Definitely.
he just made. I think
Definitely.
he's just upset that Drika ain't looking at him like that no more. That was
Well,
just
he got
misplaced energy. That's what that was about.
he got Brittany Renner looking at him like, because when he in the car saying all that stuff, he got Brittany Renner sitting right next to him with the whole Muslim garb on and stuff like that. But it's Brittany Renner, man. So LeBron got a Savannah, and you got a Brittany Renner. I think LeBron done figured it out. I don't think you figured it out, bro. I think we
Oh,
need
so
to. You need to let him have that.
hey, Rick. So okay, when I seen it, so Brittany Renner was actually with Kevin Gates.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
They was in the
messing around
car.
right now.
oh,
Hmm.
okay, okay. What
And
you
in
were
the
Apparently,
saying,
house as
Shay?
well.
that's his wife. They done did a whole was it Nika, all of that. So apparently that's his wife in Muslim terms.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
I
even
don't
know
okay.
that.
think legally. I don't think legally they're married, but
I
I
got
think
you.
in religious terms they are.
Okay, so Shay, what was Shay saying? I'm sorry, I think Shay was trying to say something.
Oh, I was just saying about LeBron wife. I mean, she's not insecure, so I think that's another thing that plays a part with Kevin feeling the way say, give some guys and she had that it was some type of insecurity for her and her would have been, whatever long ago, had issues online.
Hey Shay, I think we having some connectivity issues. You might want to go out and come back in. So you was kind of choppy.
I bet connection today.
It's a connection, Lord.
Y'all just keep rolling on. When I get my connection better, y'all just keep rolling on. Just on. I'm gonna jump in when.
Okay, okay.
But yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I
I,
think the whole Brittany Renner. I don't. All I know is was she like the NBA jump off or something? I don't know. That's what I
Yeah,
heard.
the NBA and
Okay,
the rappers and all that.
okay.
Dion brought her into the camp at Colorado to speak to the young boys when she was basically saying, "Hey, you have to look out for women like me. This is how we play the game." The young football players and athletes and stuff like that. She's been very open about what she does. She has a baby by buddy
PJ
that plays for
Washington.
Dallas now, PJ
Yeah, PJ
Washington,
Washington. Yeah.
and she was seen at some of his early college games and stuff like that. So she's one of those. I still think it's kind of predator type of activity that a lot of these women do. They know who's the next big number one star gonna be. He's finna come to that big bag, so they kind of start recruiting them while they in college. Some even while they still in high school, showing up to their games, stuff like that.
That's
You
sick.
know, it
Yep.
But
is.
it
It's sick when
happens.
men do it, and it's sick when women do it too.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. It 100% happens. Speaking of predators, okay, let's let's talk about Shannon Sharpe. I ain't saying he a predator, but I'm just saying. So
Ooh, that was a wild
apparently,
segue.
It was.
a lawsuit. Hey, I'm not saying he is. Everybody's proven innocent to guilty, and basically, what he sued for 50 million over allegations of rape.
Right.
Hmm.
She's with him.
Alleged rape.
Yeah.
We're gonna use the right words. Alleged rape.
Mhm.
Um, I think that and he was like posting a lot of good stuff, like his like text threads and stuff like that. The girl
Mhm.
seemed like she's a little wild. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna read what was some of the stuff she was saying, but she sound wild and um I think I commented on a post that said why she didn't file a police report first. Like if that is what transpired, I would still want to file a police report. If I
Yeah.
want to sue you, I would still file a police report.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Um, Shannon just he about to get broke off. It's I don't know how true this is. They say he about to get 100 mil. So it almost seemed like what Rick just said. Like it's almost like people kind of posturing themselves to be in position to get paid.
Mhm. I totally agree. We also have to look at who her attorney is, Tony Busby. We all know the one that Jay-Z is suing right now for Latham, the one who got all those cases against Puff, and most of them got thrown out. The ambulance chaser lawyer, who just seems to have a knack for catching men, black men who have a lot of money, and trying to, put these frivolous lawsuits on them and things of that nature. Now, we do have to also say, Shannon Sharpe, you're 54 years old, mess around with a little 20-year-old talking like that, you knew she would throw it off. And anybody like that gonna want nothing but money from you, bro. It ain't your looks, it ain't you. It's that bread that you can give her. So some of that you got to put on yourself. Don't be maybe not mess with a 20-year-old. Maybe just go up to the mid 30s or something like that. But even still, with that being said, to put those type of allegations on a man, I think it's very very bad, and it's just not good. It just shows the integrity and the morals of some people. They'll do and say anything for money. It doesn't matter who they hurt. Doesn't matter about Shannon's family and how people are going to perceive him and look at him. Just doing that for all behind the check.
Yeah,
I think that's bad.
Yeah,
yeah,
and I
Avi.
think at his age, what is he like 54? I think at 54,
Hmm.
you should have enough sense and logic to know not to be engaging in some of these people anyway. Like,
Facts.
you should know better. You should be protecting your mind, body, soul assets, your
Yes.
generational assets by not messing with these type of women because you want some
Hmm.
young cat. Now look
Hmm.
at you.
Because
Look, I'm gonna
Shannon
be
didn't
honest.
just get famous. He's been famous for a very, very long time.
Right.
Right.
He's
Look,
more famous now, obviously, but
hey, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think this situation with Shannon, not about him being sued, but not too far long ago, he had these allegations going. They trying to say that Shannon gay. You know what I'm saying? So I think like that plays a part in what has gone
Ah.
on as well, because they were saying this because of the stuff going on and stuff like that. So it's almost like he proving a point. I just think how all this kind of tie together with that too.
Like how that Instagram live feed
Yeah,
was
hmm.
on.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a little. Like I said, and I kind of give him a pass on that one just because he is older and they don't be knowing what the they don't be knowing how some stuff works. I'm 37 and sometimes I have to ask my daughter, what that mean? What's this? What's that? How I do this? How I do this? So I give him a pass on that because he said he ain't know. He ain't know. I ain't never went live on Instagram. But I do think he is above the age of common sense. Okay, as a man, common
Yeah.
He
sense.
he, he is above the age, but at the same time, these young girls be knowing what they be getting themselves into. So you can't take that from them because they definitely be knowing what they be getting themselves into. And I just feel like if you wanted a sugar daddy, then you already knew what came with it. That's just my thought.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, it's been so much information coming out about it. I think before we got on, me and Avi was talking about how he already done showed like text messages, but I've seen on her end too. She was like, everything has been consensual, but she said he's been controlling and stuff like that. And I think that's a little bit like aggressive to say like somebody being controlling and stuff like that because you dealing with it and you still decided to stick in with it.
Exactly. He old enough to
Man,
be
like
your dad.
older
So
men.
therefore, you got daddy tendencies too. So therefore,
Okay.
baby
There
girl,
you go. Exactly.
you got
Hey,
that.
I dated a man that was like 50. He a little controlling. I like that shit though, but I like it. So I ain't bother too much. But
And well, we
yeah.
all. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Well, no, I was going to say one of the issues that she had with him was she was sharing her location with her friends when he would be at her house. And you also got to remember, Shannon Sharp house got broken into, a lot of stuff got stolen before. So he was really on the, hey, don't ever do that. Don't, under no circumstance do you ever share your location and tell people where you are. You're giving our strangers my address. I'm not, I've been robbed before,
Uh,
stuff like that happen. But like I say, then again, you got to remember, you messing around with a 20-year-old young lady. She's going to share those locations and stuff like that to
mhm.
random people. Or as a woman closer to your age, she might share that location, but it's not going to be with anybody who's ever going to cause harm. Because usually a women of a certain age, they already got their own stuff going. They're not trying to set you up. But these little girls will set you up.
Well, I share my location with my parents, siblings, and best friends. Like that's just me. I don't.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like he's old school. He's an older man, so he might not understand it. But as a woman, that's a part of us protecting ourselves, also.
Oh,
You know.
definitely. But she should be able to share it, but just don't share it with just one of your little random friends who you probably know 6 to 8 months. You're 20 years old. You ain't got
Right.
no real friends at 20. Now, you, on the other hand, you said your parents and stuff like that. Obviously, those are trusted people. Or if you have a best friend that you would share your location with, I'm sure it's not somebody who you just met a few months ago. It's somebody who you got years tied in, but you know her character. You know she would never try nothing like that. But
Cause
these
she
young
can.
girls will share your location with a dope boy and have him come up in their house.
And now she can turn that location off. Cause I tell you one thing, I'm gonna turn that location off. I don't need my mama question. She already know. Don't question me what I got going on. Get that location off. You know what else off over there. So don't even worry about what I got going on. I'm safe. Big mama safe. I don't know, but I agree with you. I agree. I do think that people are so loose, when it comes to not understanding the impact that is. Like, you know, I've had somebody come into my house, what is the maintenance man? Like in the middle of the night. So that's like, your home is your sanctuary. So when someone violates that, so I feel how
The
Shannon Sharp
hell,
feels.
the hell, the maintenance man coming at the middle of the night for? What kind of maintenance he trying to do?
Exactly.
Right.
Well, he's about to
Hmm.
eat them bullets.
Okay.
Okay, he's
Ain't nothing but IHOP.
For real.
nothing but some bullets he was getting ready to eat and beg to
No,
not
that's
eat.
right.
But no, like I understand where he's coming from, in that aspect because it's a sense of violation that it does not feel good. It feels very just so intrusive. So, but at the same time, like Shay said, he know better and she know better. So it's like you can't be messing with them young girls.
Mm-mm.
You gotta retire that. You gotta stick with your age, Papa.
Well, look, I
Mm-hmm.
want to ask y'all a question. Do y'all think age is the 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 mitigating factor? I mean, I don't believe it. I mean, I know we can say that, but you got people shoot that know better that do that too. So I mean, can we really
That's
just
very
put that
true.
on the age?
That's true. Not you can, but not all the way. And like I was saying earlier, a lot of the times, when a woman up man, when they start getting a little older, they got more to lose themselves, and so they not gonna try that. Now, if you meet a woman at the gym, she's 40 years old, she got her own stuff going, got her own career, her kids, this, that, and the third. Most of the time, she's not really going to be trying to do anything to try to get money out of you. Most of the time, not all the time, because young fools turn into old fools. So it does happen, but most of the time, it's going to be a safer bet instead of dealing with a 20-year-old girl.
Right.
Yeah,
The
I
lack of,
definitely agree with that.
the immaturity. Yeah, it's like people like you said, they have nothing to lose. I think that age plays a factor, but it's not the main factor.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So let me ask you and Rick this, Darian, like, okay, what attracts y'all to a younger woman? Like, what would you think would have attracted Shannon to her?
You want to go first, bro? I'll let you go first. Now I
Yeah,
come
I'll
in
go,
behind.
and then
Pause.
I'll put a little personal into it. Personally, um, I like I said, I say I'm a middle aged male. I attract younger females, so I normally don't attract people my age, or I attract people way older. So I think it may with Shannon being the age he is, the way he carry himself, and like I say, we know he got some age on him. We know this, but the way he carry himself, it may be possible that it may attract younger women. And then like you say, he know like, and he may have a preference. I mean, as you get older, you may like what you see with that younger person. That body might be what you like compared to somebody your age. That body may not be like what you may be. So like, I mean, if you find somebody attractive, you like what you like. I mean, that's what I say. I mean, he don't like people his age. He may not find them attractive.
I kind of think sometimes as men, I mean, they met at the gym. And so, of course, she wears some tight, skimpy at the gym, this, that, or the third. I'm sure it's a gym that a lot of other celebrities probably go to. So she was fishing. She probably a young girl with a nice body, works out a lot. So she was fishing and just caught the attention of the right person. I don't. I've heard him say on podcasts before. Now I have heard this recently that he was saying he doesn't want anybody really under the age of like maybe 36,
Yep,
37. That could have been
yep. I
because he
remember that.
dated her and he realized I'm an old fool out here messing around with this young girl. She calls him hell. It could have been because of that, or it just could have been just because of, like all humans, men make bad decisions sometimes. Women do it, men do it. We just make bad decisions. Unfortunately, with men, a lot of our bad decisions come from wanting to be with the beautiful woman, but it's not the right woman. We going off of what she looked like, and so that happens as well.
Gotcha. So it sounds like y'all attracted to nice women with bird brains. Okay, I got it.
I mean, that
Look,
happens.
hey Rick, hey Rick don't
Uh-huh.
trick. Rick don't trick. Shawanda, you heard him in the beginning. Rick don't
You
trick.
heard you heard me in the opener. Yeah, yeah. We not doing none of that. I mean, but yeah, it happens. I mean, we all make. I mean, come on now. There's a lot of women got babies by daddies who ain't really nothing, who can't read or write themselves. So let's just be real.
You're
We
right.
like what we like, and sometimes
You're right.
we all get caught up. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying. But hopefully now, I'm sure he's gonna make better decisions about that. And I do want to say this as well. I really hope, given that it's just assuming that everything is not true because she is still in the statute of limitations. And so if she wanted to take him to court, she really could. She's in the statute of limitations still. And so there's no reason why, if he's doing all this to you, why you wouldn't want to put any kind of criminal charges on him or at least a restraining order or something, but that kind of lets me know really what time it is. It's about the money.
But
Hopefully, if it comes out to be not true, he takes the same route that Jay-Z did and
Yeah.
pursues legal justice as well.
Hey, look, Shay.
right.
Men, we'll put up with
Because
certain
I feel
things.
like if it happened in October,
Oh, I'm sorry, Shay.
go. No,
Oh,
I
I
was
was gonna
just
say, Shay.
saying,
Look,
just kind of piggybacking off what. Huh?
Oh, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I can wait.
No, I was just trying to piggyback. I was just saying, like, if it happened in October, she should have did it in October. But I get it, the statute of limitations. She still have that right. But I'm saying, why would you let it happen allegedly twice? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and most of those messages were from December.
Those articles. Oh, the other one happened in December. I was
I
reading
seen
one of
one
those
that was
articles.
like January or something. So one was
Yeah,
like kind of recently.
yeah, that's why they were released because they were saying, if I did all this to you in October, why are you sending me messages like this in December and January? If I did all of this to you,
Right.
if I'm so controlling, if I forced
Right.
myself on you, if I did this, that, or the third. And so that's the reason why they got released. Now, one thing that I see that he and his attorneys and them did not release was what was his responses to those messages. They didn't release that.
Right.
Obviously, he's trying to keep it as personal as he can. And if that's going to get released, it's going to have to be on behalf of her side and stuff like that. But these were the type of messages that she was sending to him.
She was sending some really outlandish things. Put a big black baby in me. Girl, like that's just
That's what they want. That's a
Look,
ticket for
my
them.
boy about to be $100 million, and he already got money. So that 100 mil about to hit.
Yeah,
She trying to get her cut. She trying to get half of it.
she
yeah.
said put a big black baby in me. That
Mm,
should have told him something right then and there. Like I
mm.
honestly I kind of feel like women who say things. I've never threatened a man with pregnancy during sex. Please don't. Like I never
Because
threatened
I be
it.
like, keep that to your.
Oh, look! I gotta
Because
steal. I
I
gotta
tell
respond.
you, hell no.
I gotta respond to Shay because Shay
I
said me and Rick like women that don't have no brains. I mean, if physical attraction comes first, I think the physical attraction start way before the mental. So when you see something that you like, you might can put up with certain things, kind of starting off, and then you can kind of
mm-hmm,
categorize what that situation may be for you. It may be that
mm-hmm.
person, like she's just somebody that I like to deal with for fun, not somebody that I'm
Yeah,
taking home to
exactly.
mama or introducing to my kids.
Exactly. That's 100% fact. Men will put different women in different boxes, which is why you'll have a man who will love to sit there and watch Instagram models shake their ass all day, but still in his mind say, "Hey, I hit her, but I never want to be with no woman like that." Boy, I feel bad for her boyfriend or her husband if she got one or something like that. You don't really like him like that. You just might want to have a little fun with her. And that's just kind of how it goes. We compartmentalize our relationships that we have with women.
Man, did Shannon be advertising that hymns? Is it hymns or something else? So
The Rose Sparks.
Rose
He be
Sparks,
talking
yeah,
about how he
Rose
be on them,
Sparks.
how he be on them sparks. He ain't got no shame about it. He be talking about how he be on them sparks.
Y'all know what that is, Ivy and Shay?
What?
Rick, they don't know what that is.
It's a get hard pill for men.
Male
Rose
enhancement.
Sparks.
Oh
And
Lord.
he started being the spokesperson of it after the incident that he had when he got when he had went live with the Michelle girl.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people thought it was a hoax. But I think what happened in his situation is he just kind of capitalized off the moment. It was embarrassing, and he kind of capitalized off of it.
Yeah. So yeah, Shannon on them pills, y'all. So Shannon trying to get it in. He ain't playing with her.
Yeah.
He
He got beat up in the
already,
NFL all them years. Yeah, he 50 something. That sound about right.
Yeah.
You gotta do what he gotta do. I ain't mad
Yeah.
at him.
Why
well,
everything's still working?
well, I don't know. I've heard that men take that stuff anyway when y'all get older.
Yeah. That's why I say I ain't mad at him. When they get older, it's yeah, it's
Hey, Ivy. Hey.
hey.
What?
Hey, look, I don't think that only happens for I don't know like how much y'all into sports, and I know Rick into sports because we can see the dialogue in our message thread. But they
Mhm.
said like some athletes take that because not only does it help you there, it actually increases your energy. So you want to work out, you're able to
Exactly.
work out harder. It increases your speed and increases your focus. It does a whole lot. There's a lot of benefits to it, but you
Your
can't use it because it's
testosterone.
called like your testosterone. So it's a performance enhancing drug. So you can't use it because it actually does other things that are actually beneficial.
hmm Great for blood flow and a whole lot of other stuff like that. It's actually really, it can be beneficial to somebody who works out a lot, athletes and stuff like that. And Shannon still works out a lot. Obviously, he's been an athlete his entire life. So it is what it is, man. I ain't there yet, but when it come time to get there, I ain't gonna have no say on my game. It is what it is. You gotta do what you got to do. Better that
Yeah,
than just stopping.
yeah, we can unpass my prime, so I don't know. I can get it in the gym. I don't have as much energy like that, but I still can do my thing to an
Whew.
extent. So yeah,
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Don't get me started on that gym, bro. I don't even want to talk about
right.
it.
Hey man,
But
shout
yeah, I
out to
mean,
Marley Moore, aka Hippy McGee, aka the life of the party, aka um, everything else he say he is. And also the D Bell, man. They're not in the building today like some boy Rick holding it down, with the ladies. The ladies gonna give us everything we want. So I just want to shout them guys out since they not here.
yes, sir. Shout out to both of them dudes. Good dudes. Shout out to both of them.
Well, I hope Shannon learns a lesson from this, and I'm sure he's gonna. It is. He freaked. He might be too freaked out for me, but I like him older, Shannon.
Um,
If you listen, you can listen. I like him older.
Well, we don't know what he said, so he ain't saying nothing crazy. She the one said the crazy stuff, so we don't
Sure.
know.
Right.
The way she was replying back, he was responding some freaked out shit. Now, let's just be
Probably
serious.
so. He probably would. He
He,
probably try to keep it with that young girl. Yeah, he probably would.
Man, I think she may embellished it too, though. I think she probably, put a little sauce on it, but yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, he was just as freaked out as she was. Okay, now that's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, maybe so, but as long as everything is consensual, what folk do in their bedroom, that's their business. What they
Right.
enjoy, that's what they enjoy. But as long as everything is consensual, nobody's forced you to do anything, or made you feel like you had to be forced to anything like that, because that's a part of it as well.
Right.
So,
Right.
again, I think she a bald faced lie, but hey, we gonna see.
I do too. Transparency, I do. I do think that she seen a money grab, and it's like a lot of these young girls, they do that. They see a money grab and they got to get the bag by any means necessary. And honestly, it sounded like he probably would have broke her off on some change. She was saying like 25 each cheek. Girl, you had it going. Like you
Oh yeah, he was breaking off, huh? Didn't he give a? You say 25,000?
messed up. Yes. What I could do with that? I could do some things with 25K. And I
Well,
think
yeah,
she and
that's
I
what. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And I think she was like, she was the one who was like, yeah, basically like, yeah, I want you paying that. And it sounded like he agreed to it. Like, you only see hers, but it looks as if that he agreed to it.
That's what I would want to see, both of the messages and stuff like that, because you never know what he said in response to that. He could have been, "Nah, I ain't gonna do that for you," but I'd make sure you took care of us. You know what I'm saying? We got away with words to get out of what we don't want to do. Then we can still keep you on the chain, but just say the right words and stuff like that. So I don't want to just put that on him, because I don't think he'll pay no. I don't care how old she is, just pay her $50,000 just for her company or something like that. Now, if they've been dating for a while and she decided she might need something, I'm sure he'll foot the bill for it. And 50,000 to him is probably like $5 to us. You know what I'm saying? But so, you never know. But I just got a little hope for my boy that he wasn't really paying 25,000 per cheek, bro. Come on.
Man, Rick, they say it ain't tricking if you got it.
You,
Listen,
It ain't.
it
you
and
Well,
I
right.
and if I with
It's
now if I'm with my man, I trick on my man. Like we go trick for trick now.
Yeah.
I don't mind tricking on my man,
Well,
but
that's what's
not
understood.
no.
Don't have to be explained. In those situations when
Yeah,
you're in a committed relationship, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. But just a little random little floozy you messing with.
no,
Mm.
you shouldn't
Hey, I mean,
trick.
like I said, hey, I paid a couple water bill, maybe a light bill, maybe a nail or two or something like that. But
You have?
oh yes, I have.
Okay, so let's ask this question.
He
So,
said a nail or two.
is someone that you're just casually having sex with, is there like a little bit of an obligation to do things for them, i.e., like pay for like some hair, a nail or two, just casually having sex? Like, would y'all feel like that's something that you have to do?
Nope. Me, no. I don't think
No.
there's an
No.
obligation to it. But like
Mm-mm.
I guess. I mean, I, no, I don't think there's an obligation. No, no obligation. But I
No.
mean, if the person asks and I got it, and I'll do it. I guess it wouldn't be a problem.
I 100% agree with what he says. If that person asks, and I do have it, if they've been holding me down in that area and I got some extra, yeah, I wouldn't have no problem with that, because I look at tricking as you just spending money on a female and she playing you to the left, you ain't getting nothing out of that yourself.
Right.
And
Okay.
so yeah, if she's coming through, I'm at her house, eating her food, or she come through and cook, or just really just enjoy that time vibing or something like that. I could understand that, depending on the price. Now you're not finna sit up here and tell me your hair costs $500 when I know you just pulled up in a '97 Geo Prism. So you know what I'm saying. So no, no,
Well, hold on now, because
no, ain't nothing wrong with no Geo Prisms. Ain't nothing wrong with '97s
cause
Geo
baby,
Prisms.
me and my little Nissan are together forever. I refuse to get another car note. Every time I go to the car lot and think about getting a new car, and I just say I really don't want a car note, and I just walk away. Like, hey, you can't be judgmental on that now.
Hey
You
man, you
are
can't
you
have.
all right, but look, that you ain't got no $500 hair. You ain't sitting there gonna tell me you get the same. Your hair is worth the same amount of money as your car. Nah,
Right.
nah,
No,
nah.
no, I got locks. I ain't got no. But I tell you what, hair do cost that much because, like, when I have to like buy hair for my daughter, that shit is expensive.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Huh?
It's high. Like that's a pretty penny, like 250, 300, and that ain't even for a long inches. So hair could easily do cost 500.
So Ivy. if you met a guy and he's like, hey, what's up? What's up, baby? I'll come chill with you. You know what I'm saying? I buy some hair. Would that be an incentive?
Yeah, I mean, I done screwed for free before, so it's. I mean,
I mean,
well,
did anything is something, huh?
Baby, she
right.
keeping it real. That's what I'm
I
talking
done
about.
look, Shay. We done screwed for the thought of love. Clearly, like I done been with somebody because I thought I was in love with. Bare damn near for free. I mean, you offering to pay for something. I like you. Women know when we're gonna have sex with you. We don't need you to convince us. We
Yeah.
already know.
We just
Like,
don't need to mess it up.
You
and there's
definitely
no amount of hair, nails, car note, bill money that could convince me to even sleep with you if I've never had a thought to. So
Now, do you think the obligations come when feelings are involved?
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
relationships. I think them obligations really come when you decide to be in a relationship with that woman.
Yeah.
Look, Shay
I
being quiet.
agree.
Shay, you ain't hiding nothing over there, are you?
Mm. She got a
know
smirk on her face right now. I can't even see it, but I bet she got like a little smirk on her face right now.
I
Mm.
do.
Oh.
Well, you know,
Oh.
all I'm saying is I understand. Like as women, I'm not having sex with somebody who I'm not attractive to, and I like medium ugly men. So that's tell you a lot.
Did you
But
say
you
medium
know,
ugly?
medium ugly,
Not a medium ugly.
medium, like a
What
medium,
does
like
that mean, Ivy? Medium ugly?
medium ugly. I mean, like to society standards, he wouldn't be the most aesthetically pleasing to society standards, but to me, medium ugly men, they just have that roughness about them that I like. So I guess I could say that, like they look
Okay,
a little rougher.
okay, Rick, I'm gonna take a shot at it. Okay, so medium may be okay. You got a little change, you got a little money. And then ugly, you just ugly. Physical appearance may not be all that, but medium, you got a little change.
No, medium. Also, when I say medium ugly, I'm going with looks altogether. Like you look somewhere. But medium ugly, if you medium ugly, you have to know how to carry yourself well. Also, that means
Okay.
taking care of yourself. Usually medium ugly men be having nice bodies because they know they ugly. So
Is it true? Is it
that's it.
true that a man's appearance can go up a little bit if he got that paper? That paper, not just like this.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
yeah,
Men,
okay.
men, as they get older, when they start taking care of themselves, they look really, really good.
Now I ain't talking about
Really
that. I'm
good.
talking about 30 or 35-year-old male who got that
Yeah.
paper, but he just
Usually,
kind of look
usually when
like
they got money
a
like
lizard.
that, they take care of they're taking care of their body. Like they're upgrading their wardrobe. They're looking good. They're smelling. They typically upgrade their entire being when they start get a
Mhm.
litto money and they get older.
Okay, that
Like
Okay,
you
makes
can
sense.
tell a
That's true.
man, you can tell a
That's
man
true.
like, okay, he got a couple dollars and he take care of himself. That's to me, that's luxury. Okay, a man
Yeah.
taking care of his body is luxury. Like, oh, okay, I need you. Come here. But you
and
know.
look, Ivy, with that, we should segue into this because there ain't no way, I don't see no way, shape, form, or fashion where anyone should be attracted to their cousin.
Wow.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh yeah. You know what? Let's talk about this
Whew.
because now this is a sensitive topic. This is not a laughing matter, and so, but I guess we need to talk about this because Kanye had posted. Kanye has been on our radar every time we talk,
Every
and so
week.
I'm talking about every week. We need to call Kanye and tell him just come talk.
Man, that
Um,
album gonna be fire.
Facts. It
it's gonna
already
be
is. I
fire.
heard the one he released. It
It
already is
is.
fine.
It is. I listened to it a couple weeks ago, and he said something that him and he had a cousin, a male cousin, and they explored their sexuality just to be short for what it is. And of course, a lot of celebrities had weighed in. I think Boosie always gonna be Boosie, and he said something. Oh,
Hmm.
this explains a lot. And a lot of them was like, "Well, we offer our support. This is." And to me, it looks as if that a lot of the men who speaking out like we're praying for you, understands why he acted how he acted. So let's talk about men and the sensitive topic of um when exploring sexuality, how especially like older women. It seems like it's just, I wouldn't say it's okay, but no one talks about it, or no one um scalds women like they would a man for women taking advantage of men or boys doing deviant sexual behaviors at a young age. They look at it as like a rite of passage for a young boy.
Yeah,
What
he
y'all
did
think?
something totally different though. That's a little cousin or not
Yeah.
cousin. Anytime you talking about putting your mouth on a male's genitals and you a male, that's kind of crazy. Now, some people say he didn't write it. That was really lyrics that I think they say Dave Blunt or something like that was writing. I don't even know the whole thing, but for you to just say it, it lets me be like, yeah, yeah, y'all trying to make excuses for him. That sounded like that was really true, and
Wait,
he
wait, wait,
really
Rick. I'm
sucked
sorry.
him.
I'm sorry, Rick. This interaction with him is with a male cousin.
Yes, this is
Yes.
male. Yeah,
Oh, see, I didn't even. I look. I ain't even know that. Oh wow.
yeah. He said he sucked
Yes.
his cousin thing, bro. He said
He
yeah,
said they
Oh.
were they were underage. They were minors.
yeah,
And so, unfortunately, and listen, I'm gonna be transparent. Working in behavioral health and uh, all the other little, entities and agencies, there is a lot of child on child inappropriate sexual interaction.
Right here in this.
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So, and apparently this has rained hell on Kanye's mental. And now all the men, all the celebrity men are like, oh, now it makes sense. And they putting the puzzles together. It's like, oh, now it makes sense why he acting how he acted. You know,
It don't make it right.
right. It don't
mm-mm,
make it right at all.
mm-mm.
That's
I mean, he just
crazy.
needs therapy. We talked about him last time we were on here, and that's something I just said that he really needs a real somebody real to talk to him. It might be maybe a spiritual leader, maybe possibly a person who, it'd be hard to say a person who doesn't know who he is, but a person who really doesn't care who he is, so that he can actually get his thoughts off on that person and stuff like that. Because it seems like right now he's using social media in his music and all of that for his therapy, which is a lot of artists do. However, you you then slip down a slope of saying outlandish things. And so you need to go talk to somebody who can help you navigate through these things instead of putting your business out there for whatever reason you're doing it for. You know, I don't think the world needs to know about that. That's just me
Man,
personally.
that's wild. That's wild, Rick. Like I'm like, do you? And see, I'm looking at it like you're doing it to be in the media to get people to purchase a product that you're trying to sell to us. I think you're doing it more.
Yeah.
Like the more I can go viral or be talked about, the more that my music will be purchased. So, I'm like, is there any validity to all of it, or do you think some of it could be a ploy? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, I think it's a very strong possibility. And I think for somebody of Kanye's stature, I think that's just weak. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Because there's real people out there who are really living that life. So, or who've had to go through that and still trying to navigate through that. And so, I really think it possibly could just be all a rollout, because he does say the craziest shit when he about to drop an album, or
yeah,
when he come up with the
But
music and we listen
Kanye
to the music.
he really do struggle with mental health. Like if you ever
Yeah,
listen to his albums, he tells you in almost every single album. Like the album Ye was nothing but him in a manic episode. The shit good though, but it was really him in a
yeah,
manic episode. He
yeah,
was like, I'm thinking about killing myself. Yeah, people thought it was art. Like it was a beautiful, like, oh, I love it, or it was he had several songs that are really disturbing. So it's not like I don't think he's making a stunt like I'm gonna say or do this to sell more records. Kanye really is off his rocker.
yeah. He's definitely off his rocker, and he does have huge pendulum swings. That shows you how he's bipolar. You just have to think he just made the religious album, and that jam.
It did.
Like
It did.
I used to be headed to the strip club jamming that. It would be leaving the strip club. Yeah, but don't worry about it. I'm still safe. You
That's
know, for real. Yeah.
when they had that strip club. Was it? No, no. They had a strip club in Bossier, like next to the church. Anywho, but nah,
Hmm.
y'all, I had no business knowing that. But yeah, like Kanye, Kanye, I feel like he is dealing with a lot, and unfortunately, those childhood traumas start to surface, and a lot of people have been holding it in like that. We don't know how much he has held that in, and that probably ate him up because we don't know how Hollywood is. We only hear about it, how they take manhoods and all the other stuff. So he could have been fighting with it for all we know. Kanye is who he is. And I just find it to be really unfortunate that, you know, this that happened to him and his cousin because it doesn't sound like he was a victim. It just sounds like children experimenting
Yeah.
with sexuality, and as parents, we think, oh, okay, they're boys and boys, they're together, girls and girls, boys and boys, and you feel like your children are safe because they're with their cousins, same sex, same age, and they really couldn't get into any other nonsense. Well,
Hmm.
unfortunately, that's not the case because it's a lot of children who become victims because of other children.
Facts. But I'm
Yeah.
kind of on the lines with Rick Ivy, like, but it just seemed like when the information comes out, that it's just so ironic. That's the only thing is like when it
Yeah.
come out. Now I know he's been doing the normal stuff with I guess it's maybe about to be his ex-wife, going on these um, going to these places and his wife's dressed a certain way, he's dressed a certain way. I know that's been going on, but as far as this other stuff coming out. It's just it all like and I agree with you about him always probably having those issues, but it seemed like they're magnified when the music and stuff coming out, or when
Hmm.
he's doing something or going through something.
Yeah.
Kanye's
Yeah.
always been full of himself. Like you watch the documentary, it's everybody said the same thing. Kanye's full of himself. You can't tell him shit. It sounds like he's just been like that his whole life.
The
And
ultimate
his
confidence. You know, watch the
yeah,
documentary show like he always knew he was Kanye before he was really Kanye.
sure.
And you
Kanye had
have to have that type of delusion
you
to
do,
make it
you do.
to
You
where
right,
he's
you
made
do.
it to. You have to have that type of delusion. You have to have that type of that grit behind you that say, hey, y'all may not know me, but you gonna know me in a little while. Just give it a little second.
Right.
Type energy.
Keep going.
Um, I,
Keep going.
I got a
Yeah.
feeling Kanye's gonna come out retract this or try to explain it to make it make sense because it is pretty crazy.
I don't think he will. Maybe when he's not in a manic episode, but usually people I feel like Kanye just be having manic episodes. I know a manic episode when I see one, okay?
Yeah, I agree
And
with you.
he in it. And he in it, he probably gonna stay in it for a while. He had kinda at the age where and he got all the money in the world. We get it. He got all the money in the world, but that doesn't stop you from having these episodes. He don't want to take no medication. He don't want to do right. He got all the money he can make. He's living the life. He's living in his manic. He's
Hmm.
having his time. So I hate that for him. I hate that for the cousin. Because I don't think Kanye's from like this huge family. So people start to put two and two together. And it's really
Hmm.
invasive. It's invasive. And I pray that his family can heal from this because he's not come. He don't. I don't think he comes from like a huge family or whatever. So yeah,
No.
it's
Yeah,
sad.
he just yeah, it's very sad. You know, you hate it for somebody of that musical genius that he has. That he's going through. And it just shows you all the money in the world, a few billion up.
Mhm.
Clearly not happy. He clearly has a lot of issues that he has to work out that money can never take care of.
Well, look at Diddy. Diddy throwing baby oil parties and shit.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, look what Diddy going through right now. So, he
Hmm.
got issues as well, clearly. You can see from that tape with Cassie, he got issues.
Yeah, you couldn't like you. Oof.
Yeah,
He's fighting
that
his
that
own
lets you know that.
demons.
Yeah, that's exactly. He's fighting his own demon. It might have turned into a demon his damn self.
You know what?
Same with
True.
Kanye. You fight them demons. Once they start defeating you, you might start turning into one of them, so you can, so you can try to live normal, and you become the demon as well.
Well, we don't want no
Man,
demons getting
y'all,
us.
I gotta shout out Rick, y'all, for everyone that's listening in on the show. I gotta shout out Rick. Rick has been on the past couple of shows, and look, I'm just coming because I go to Rick's Facebook page, and he's always posting. Like his page is entertainment by itself. So I got to give Rick his flowers right here. His page is entertaining. So I'm gonna talk to the other cast. Rick needs to have a segment on the show, even when everybody. He needs to have a segment, his own segment. He talk about something because if y'all go on his
You can come
page and
back,
y'all
Rick.
not
You
his
can come
friend,
back.
man, he talks about everything. So I know we about to wrap up on time, but I think we should always give him a segment where he talk about express something that he see or whatever because this dude is hilarious, y'all.
Man, I
Yeah.
appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate that. Hey, anytime I can fill in for somebody, anytime I can stop by, I enjoy doing it. I'm always here.
We appreciate you.
Most
We sure.
definitely, most definitely.
I'm sorry, I know
Well, I
I'm
guess
kind of off my rocker. Go ahead.
why you at your rocker?
I went off my
You
rocker. I kind of went on a little because, like I say, I gotta give him his flowers, y'all. He come in and like if
oh,
you go
okay.
on his page, the stuff that we can actually do a whole show, he have it every day. Like it's already there.
Yeah, yeah,
Shoot.
yeah. My mind is
understand.
always
Look,
going, and I like to converse. I like conversation, and most of all, I like to be here. I like to hear what other people got to say about stuff. I know what I
right.
think, but am I crazy? Sometimes hell, I am crazy. Sometimes it's just me that think like that. But I just want to see what everybody
No,
else think about stuff.
I know. I think a lot of people have a lot of outlandish things and to say, and sometimes people just want to hear somebody else say it to validate their feelings and emotions about things.
Look, I'm gonna give
So
y'all one for us. I'm gonna give y'all one for us to go out on. So Shay, Ivy, are y'all ready for this? Rick, and you post this,
what?
Rick, so I know you ready. Look, we gonna post this. We gonna talk about
Oh
this.
Lord, I don't even remember what I posted.
Okay, this is
Oh
something that
Lord.
Bill Belichick posted. You posted it 2 days ago. It said, "I remember back in the day when a woman questioned a man, she got smacked in her shit."
Mm. Okay. So okay. So in other words, you think what is it called? Physical punishment or corrective punishment
Some
is needed?
a
Oh,
color
okay.
purple shit.
All right. You gonna
No.
get you?
Now
Mm.
I did joke about it and say yeah, because they be talking too much these days. They be,
Yeah.
or something of that nature. I put on there. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't believe in it. It's just me joking, having a good time, sharing something that I thought was funny. And they ain't never put my hands on a woman, and I don't plan to ever do that.
Good,
Man,
cause we
y'all, the
don't
engagement
want
he got, and y'all even y'all own co-host, D Bell. He say these hoes acting up, and these niggas be letting
Oh, y'all was on
man.
one.
He's stupid. He's stupid. Yeah, he
Oh,
crazy,
y'all
but
been on
yeah.
one. Well,
Hey,
I
that's my
mean,
boy. Let me speak
it
for D Bell. That's my boy. I know he feels the same way as me. We just
Yeah,
joking. D Bell ain't finna put his hands on no woman at all.
right.
He ain't that type of dude. So we just playing.
keep playing because I tell you what, which I didn't know is a lot of the women back in the day they might not whooped your ass, but they poisoned you.
Oh my
Poisoned the
god.
hell out
Yeah.
the men.
Al Grits Green
Yep. Them grits.
just
Yep.
had a kickback
That's
list
why the
night
women
last
done
night.
had the two, three husbands, and they all dead. Yeah.
That's true.
But look, Ivy, you got some women clapping back. You got women clapping back on this post. I'm talking about in agreement. She say some of these women want a man, but then when they get one, they want to run to the house and don't know when to hush. Just put tape on their
to.
mouth, friend. You ain't got to hit none of them. So some of the women agree with it.
Yeah, that's the homie right there. Yeah,
Well, maybe
yeah.
you're
See.
not that type of man because of
No, that was a
if I
woman. That
don't.
was a woman that
Well,
posted
no,
that.
no, I'm just saying like maybe the man is just not that type of man that can demand the respect of a woman because I dated a man. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna cheat on you. Like, you
Why
don't
was
give me
that
that
though?
type of respect.
What was it about it that made you not really respect him enough to maybe? I don't want to say submissive because submissive just sounds so. Yeah,
No,
it
that's
just
that's a
but
correct verbiage. Submissive. Just how he act. Very. It was a little feminine sometimes. All I'm gonna say.
Okay, so
I ain't
you
gonna say
felt
too
like
much.
if a situation jumped off, you would probably have to be the protector, and he would probably be the one who would probably run and get the car.
Yeah, and the gun.
Mm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we know you like throw
Yeah,
them bullets. You like throw them bullets now.
what Wayne say, and he don't shoot first. Cause he don't shoot back because he shoot first. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, like I just kind of feel like a man, you have to demand that. Like that's a presence. You should walk in a room and demand the room. Like you should command that room. Like I am him. I am him.
Hmm.
You dominate that. And if a man does not do that, then yeah, you're going to get a woman that walks over you. If you don't know how to stand up for yourself, yeah, you're going to get a woman that walks over you.
Hmm.
Now, women love a man that can put them in their place. All women love that. Like, hey, that's enough. That's enough, woman.
Shay, how you feel
Absolutely,
about
sir.
that?
You ain't putting. I don't know about that one, Ivan.
Like
You
Hippy
know,
ain't
you
here
know,
today. Look, Hippy
Mm.
be on her. Hippy be on
I like, but like Shay, I like a man that be like, woman, that's enough. Like you doing too much. All right, I'm gonna calm down, boo. I'm gonna calm down. Like put me in my place, but in a respectful way. Like respectful.
Hmm.
None of that. You,
I talk back too much, as Ricky say. Mm.
her.
I'm sick
But
of
you
being
ain't never
worked
been a
on.
man to where he be like, all right, that's enough. And you be like,
Oh
you
no,
know
I
what?
know this now. I know my limits now. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know
So you're
when
not
it's.
just gonna
talk
antagonize
shit.
him.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
talk shit, but like you said, I know my limits. Like, all right, he like, that's enough, woman. All right, you right. You're right. I stop. That's enough.
Man,
But
y'all
yeah,
see
if I
how
can run
Rick
over
topic.
you,
Man, y'all see how Rick topic. We got. I'm telling you, we can go to Rick page and get all the content we need for a show. For real. For
for
real.
real.
Hey, look,
you are always
hey,
welcome back. Okay.
I appreciate it
Okay.
a whole lot. I'm gonna tell my dad about this because when I was little, one time he said, "Boy, you asked a whole lot of questions," and I kind of looked. He looked at me and said, "No, don't never stop asking questions." He said, "I'm wrong. Don't never stop asking questions." I'm gonna give him a call a little while and tell him, "Hey, I know I used to be talking a whole lot as a little kid, but evidently, everybody be having these same questions I be having."
Yeah.
Right.
Well, all right, man. I appreciate y'all for having me.
Man, I appreciate y'all. Look, I'm sitting here waiting because Ivy normally hosts, so I don't know if maybe since I'm here, Ivy wants me to host or whatever. It seems like Ivy or Shay, because they both have hosted this show. I guess since they said since Shady Will is here, he's the host today. That's what it feels like anyway.
And is.
Right.
Man, oh
Well, you
y'all.
doing a good job, dog. You doing it though. You doing a good job. You on your shit.
We'll get to talking. So
That
you
boy
did
the
a
E
good
that boy the
job tonight.
EP. He the EP. Hell yeah.
Well, I try
Shit.
to stay out the way, Rick. I try to stay out the way, man. For real.
I feel you. I feel you. That's a big tip, folks. I feel you.
Well, since they want
Yeah,
me to
man.
step in, hey y'all, look, this has been our show for today. Next Monday, we will be back, Optimistic Talk Radio. For those that are listening, please get into the conversation. I'm always looking in the comments. I will say what you're saying. And hopefully we'll have our stuff together where we can have it posted throughout the week. I'll go to Ricky Candler's page and get some content to post throughout the week so y'all can be ready to come in and talk with us as well. So it can be a
Oh
community
man.
discussion.
Oh Lord.
Hey y'all, we go
I'm gonna keep
holla.
it
Is there
PG.
anything else y'all want to say before we get up out of here?
No, it
No, we
isn't.
good tonight.
Again, I just want to thank everybody for having me. I love being here. I appreciate that. Whenever y'all need me, whenever y'all want me to come back, I'm available and ready for you.
All right, y'all. This is our
Oh,
show, man. It's been great. We up out of
Already.
here.
Peace.